How did you guys afford to buy a brand new car and a brand new house? Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be something really exciting. I have been requested to do videos like this for the longest time, and I've been wanting to film a video like this. I just never got around to it, but I am so excited to finally be doing a video like this, talking about budget and finances. And yeah, I honestly am pretty much a nerd when it comes to this. I enjoy budgeting. I enjoy looking at ways to cut back. I enjoy saving money. I don't know, it's fun to me. Being on YouTube, you guys see our life and we share things with you. And we recently, well, not recently, but we had bought a truck a couple of months ago, almost a year ago actually, and we bought this house. So the question I get a lot is, how did you guys afford to buy a brand new car and a brand new house in such a short amount of time? I guess people did the calculations and realized that we bought a house and a car in less than a year. And I am here today to give you guys tips and advice on how we did that. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. I would love to have you here. I do home decor, DIYs, home improvement, budget videos. So basically this channel talks about everything. So yeah, so make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and let's get started with this video. So the first and most important thing I want to talk about is the epitome of why we were able to do this. Now, this is something that I didn't listen to my mom growing up. She would always tell me how important your credit is. Your credit is so important, your credit is so important. And I never listened to her. I was just like, oh, whatever, I can have fun in my young years and max out credit cards and not care. But when I got to college and I had to pay for a lot of the stuff on my own, I got a lot of credit cards and I maxed them out in ways that I should not have. My credit score was horrible. It went so bad because I was just buying clothes and going to Olive Garden and doing this, and I really didn't live the life of a broke college student because I was living off credit cards, which was so stupid. I honestly can make a whole another video on how important credit is in college and college tips because I have so many of those. So Daryl and I have been on a journey taking care of our credit for basically as long as we've been married, which is almost 7 years. Daryl didn't have good credit when we got married. When we got together, Daryl was 20 years old and I was 22. So we were not caring about being responsible and having good credit and all that stuff. But credit is the most important thing if you guys want to buy a house, if you want to get a loan, if you want to buy a car, if you want to get credit cards, if you want to get an apartment. Credit is so important. Taking care of your credit is kind of hard when you really don't know where to start and don't know what to do. So this website called creditsesame.com is a really good website where you can go and check your credit score. Now, they don't give you your credit reports, they give you your credit score. And you can monitor your credit score as many times as you want to, and you do not get dinged, because every time you do like a creditreport.com or something like that, they ding your credit score, they take a couple of points off. And people don't realize that. People don't really understand that when you check your credit through those websites, they will ding you and they'll take like 3 to 5 points away from your credit score, which sucks because sometimes, I'm telling you, taking from experience, you may need to have a 720, not a 719 or a 718. So if you check your credit score right before you have to go get the loan out for a car or for anything, that will make or break your acceptance, your approval. So Credit Sesame does not ding your score. You can just check it online and it's really cool. Not only do they offer you your credit score, they offer you so many tips and advice on how to deal with working on your credit. They offer you free ID theft protection up to $50,000. They offer you credit analysis. They're there to help you, and I have been using this for years and it's such a help because I sucked at knowing what to do with my credit. I honestly did. I had no idea. That's one thing that I've never really been good at. And I never really wanted to go to those credit repair companies that you see on commercials or you see on Instagram. It kind of freaked me out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Like they say, we'll raise your points 60 points in one day. I'm just like, I don't know about that. That seems a little fake. I'm not trying to give people my social security or give people my information like that. So the cool thing about Credit Sesame is they update that every month, which is awesome because as you guys know, if you have any credit cards or any loans or anything having to do with your credit. So when you're using your credit, these companies that you have credit cards with or loans with, they report to 3 credit bureaus who calculate your score, your FICO score. So we used to watch our credit like a hawk. we would go in there every month and see where we were. I would write it down and see how we've progressed and how we've declined, because that is so important in knowing what your credit score is, so you can know if you are wasting your time. So you can know if you're wasting your time buying a car or buying a house. Just make sure you guys keep your eyes on your credits and always, always, always make sure you know what's going on with it. There have been times in my credit report where I have no idea what the things are and I'm like, wait, what? So you can dispute them, because that can make or break your credit score too. And sometimes that happens. They make mistakes and they put a collection to your name when you have no idea what it is. So just make sure you guys stay on top of that. A website like Credit Sesame is such a lifesaver. So make sure you guys go check it out. It's 100% free. It's a good website to check out so you can make sure that your credit's where it needs to be. And also guys, the help on there is ridiculous. They offer so much help, so much insight. They have articles, they have all types of things that can help you. So with Credit Sesame, a lot of people think that you have to put in your credit card to get a membership, but it's 100% free. So that's pretty awesome, because I know I've seen some places where they say, oh, you get your free credit score, but enter your credit card number. And I'm just like, that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna do that. So one of my favorite things about this website is they actually have a credit card tab in the very top, and it shows you if your score is average or excellent or no credit or bad credit. You can click on there and it'll tell you which cards you will get approved for, which is awesome, because you don't want to apply for a credit card when you have no chances of getting approved, and all it does is ding your score. So that's what's really cool about it, is you can check if you have bad credit or average credit or no credit. Click on it and all the credit cards that you might get approved for will pop out. Now it's not a certain, but it's a good chance that you'll get approved, because like I said, I've done it before to where I think I can get approved for, I don't know, like a Discover card or an American Express card, and I'm nowhere near the approval rating for that, and I just end up getting dinged and my score goes lower. So that really sucks. So your credit is the most important thing if you are trying to purchase anything big, get an apartment, basically anything in life. Credit is so important, so take care of it, guys. Okay, so the second tip is something that is pretty common sense, and that is to save money. Saving money is going to help so much, because money does talk. And I'm telling you this from experience, because the first time that me and Dara went to go buy a car, we came in with $500 for the down payment. We were like, we have $500, we're gonna get the best car here. We had no idea what we were doing. And we went with $500 and they basically laughed in our face. So saving money when you want to buy a car and a house is so crucial. So when we went to go buy our truck, we went in there with $3,000. We were serious about buying a truck and we wanted it. So we knew we were gonna go in there with some money. Not just a little measly $500, but if we wanted to buy a brand new car, we needed to have a good amount of money. Now, if you have good credit, you don't need as much down payment as you would if you don't have good credit. Or if you do still have good credit, but you want to have a lower monthly payment, you go in there with more money. So we went in there with $3,000, our credit was so-so, and we got our truck. And that's so awesome. Like, I remember we got approved. They told us, oh, you got approved. We were like, oh my gosh. Like, I have pictures of us like just crazy. Like, oh my gosh, we got our truck. This is like our dream car. Well, mostly Daryl's dream car, but I love our truck. And I'm just like, whoa, we took care of our credit and we saved money and we accomplished something. Is this how it works? Mind blown. Sometimes it's completely fine because life happens. Life happens to where it's hard to save money. It's hard to not use those credit cards when you have to keep the lights on or pay bills. I completely understand that. But if you get to a point in life where you're just like, okay, everything's going smoothly, I can finally save some money and not use those credit cards, it's definitely helpful when you want to buy a new house or a new car. So the number 3 tip I have is to make sure you guys pay off certain credit. Now, there are certain things that don't really matter as much as others. So if you have Capital One, Discover, American Express, credit cards, those matter way more than a Target card or a Kohl's card. So what I would recommend is to speak to your advisor, whether it be at the dealership or your home builder, talk to them and ask them, what should you pay first? When we bought this house, I was so paranoid because, as you guys know, our last house that we bought fell through entirely, and I was so nervous that was going to happen again. So I didn't want to ask these questions. I wasn't really like trying to be like all in it because I was so scared, like, oh, please give us this house. So I didn't want to ask questions, but I'm so glad that I did, because our advisor let us know that there are certain things that matter more than others. And I was about to pay off all our credit, and she said that that would have been the worst thing to do, because sometimes you think paying something off is going to help you and it doesn't, because when you close an account, that ends up messing your credit way worse than it does of it being open, which I had no idea. And I was just like, whoa, mind blown. So I asked her, what should I pay off? She let me know what to pay off, and I did, and we got this house. So if you guys are wanting to buy a car or a house, make sure you talk to your dealership, talk to the salesman, talk to whoever that can help you, and ask them, okay, so what should I pay off first? Just because you don't want to do the wrong thing. And that's what she says, that a lot of people think that they know what they're doing when it comes to their credit, and they think that paying everything off will just automatically give them their credit score go up like 50 points, and it doesn't work that way. Most of the time it ends up lowering your credit score, so you got to be very, very careful on what you pay off. So make sure you guys ask somebody for help on that. Okay, so the fourth tip is something that's pretty much common sense, but when you're wanting to buy a house, especially a house and a car, you need to work at your job or a related field for 2 years or more. Now, this was something that was pretty tough because we moved around so much, as you guys know, or if you guys don't know, if you guys are new to my channel, my husband and I have moved. This house that we bought was our 20th move. Yes, 20. We moved around a lot. So having a job for 2 years was kind of impossible until recently, because we settled down here in Austin. But that was a huge factor in why we couldn't get a house and a car, because we weren't working anywhere for 2 years. It doesn't have to be the exact same place of business. As long as you're in the related field, it's fine. So a lot of people think that, oh, I haven't been in my job for 2 years. But if you're a marketing director and you were a marketing director in a different company, and that equals out to 2 years, you're fine. But you just can't go from a marketing director to a real estate agent. Do you see what I'm saying? So make sure you work at your job for 2 years or more. So the number 5 tip is our last tip, and this is something that I feel people say they'll do, but they don't want to do. Know that you have to make sacrifices. When you want to buy something as big as a house or a brand new car, it may be ramen noodles or just not going out with your friends when they're going out and you want to, because you have to save money. So making sacrifices is definitely important. And we've been in our house for 3 months, and even now we are still re-upping our money, because you spend so much money to buy a house. So we definitely knew, okay, we want to buy this house, we have to make sacrifices. So we have been making sacrifices, and it's been completely worth it because we love this house so much. It's a really, really good investment, and to me, the sacrifices are worth it. And yeah, that's basically pretty self-explanatory. So I say this is the bonus tip, but it's to have patience. Now, a lot of y'all have asked me, oh my gosh, you and Daryl bought a brand new house and a brand new car. That's awesome. How'd you guys do it? You guys are so lucky. I'm so jealous, and blah, blah, blah. And the thing is, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous of other people's blessings, because our walk here was not an easy one. It was full of bumps in the road. It was full of hills, mountains we had to climb. It was tough to get to this point. But please know that if you're in a situation right now where you feel down and out, you feel like there's no light in the end of the tunnel, it's going to come, because Daryl and I were basically homeless. We lived on friends' couches. We were living with my parents. We were living in a hotel. We went through so much to get to where we are. And honestly, we made mistakes during it. We did not know what we were doing. And when we got to this point of being able to buy a brand new car and a brand new house, we were like, whoa, like we cried. We were so grateful at this moment, because where we've been and what we've gone through. So just know, and the tip I have is to have patience and know that it will get better no matter what you're going through in life, because there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and because after a storm there's always a rainbow. Just keeping your faith strong and knowing that you got this. So that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the tips and advice I gave you. Make sure you guys head over to creditsesame.com and sign up to check your credit score out and start your future and start the journey of working on your credits and working on your goals and things you want to accomplish, because it's possible, guys. Trust me. Take it from a girl who lived in a hotel like 2 years ago to having her own house. Like it can happen. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I will be doing more budget and finance videos very, very soon. I feel like I have so much knowledge and experience that I've gone through that can help, because your girls made some mistakes. So I would love to share those with you. And also make sure you guys follow me on my social media. Everything is at Lori Darks. And that's all I have for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!